This is an instructional video on how to add integers. Our essential question for today is, how do I add integers? So the first thing that I'm going to put on is, how do I use the number line to add integers? So the first step you want to do is locate your first number. The second thing that you want to do is face the positive direction since it's adding. And then your last step is you move forward if the second number is positive, and you move backwards if the second number is negative. So an example of this, say I had 4 plus negative 3. Move that up. Let me tilt that there so you can see that part. Remember, we're going to model this on a number line just so you can see it. There's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, negative 4. So find your first number, which is 4. Now I'm here. I'm going to pretend I'm standing here and I'm facing the positive direction, because this is your positive direction, that's your negative direction. Since we're adding, we face the positive direction. I look at my second number and it's a negative 3, which tells me I move back negative 3, so I end up at 1. So that's how you can use the number line to add integers. Now, another strategy, what is a PN table? This is another strategy that a lot of students will use. And basically, this is what a PN table looks like. P stands for positive, and stands for negative. And this is using the idea of integer chips. And integer chips, they're chips that are yellow on one side and red on the other side. And so one side stands for positive, the other side stands for negative. So if you want to use this as an example, we can actually use the one I had up there, 4 plus negative 3. Here's my PN table. Now I have 4 positives, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 negatives, 1, 2, 3. What I want to do, your goal, is to make a positive-negative pair. That's your ultimate goal. Because if I have 1 positive, 1 negative, they cancel out. So I have 1 set there, 1 set there, 1 set there, kind of like being a matchmaker. And then I gotta look at who my single people are. I have 1 single person. I have 1 single, and he's in the positive section, or she's in the positive section. So it's positive 1. So that's how the PN table works. And then you can use the number line. Now here's one more strategy that's a little bit more, I would say, abstract for some students, but other students catch on to it really, really well. How can I use absolute value? So what students will do, if they use the idea of absolute value, they'll find, so their first piece, that they'll find the difference between the two numbers. And then the answer takes on the sign of the number with the largest absolute value. Yeah. So again, if we look at our 4 plus our negative 3, first I want to find the difference between them. So I'm going to pretend they have no signs. What's the difference between 4 and 3? Your answer is 1. And which number has a larger absolute value? Well, the absolute value of 4 is 4, and the absolute value of negative 3, is 3. So which one has a larger absolute value? It's 4, so it stays as a positive 1. So those are 3 different strategies that you can use for adding integers.